Hello and welcome to the AMD Streamer Challenge. This week's episode is brought to you by Acer, EPOS and Secretlab. AMD Streamer Challenge is organized by AMD and Eliphant. My name is Holler and I'm with Azurai. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well and good, man. As always, when it's Valorant, I'm hella excited. We saw it, I believe, last week. Now we'll see it this week. So, yeah. Welcome, guys.
It's going to be awesome. And I mean, if you're tuning in, this is the English broadcast. We also have this broadcast in multiple languages. So please head over to amdgaming.gg/live and select your language. For Indonesian viewers, you can check out our host, Lucas Lau, on twitch.tv/versusasia. And for our Thai viewers, you can watch Patiz on twitch.tv/Patiz, 2 Z's, and you can check her out as well. So tonight we welcome back our Acer-powered streamers, Riku from the Philippines, Tanx live from Thailand, and Gema Show from Indonesia. They'll be playing on the Acer Nitro 5 laptop with the AMD Ryzen 7 processor. To find out more, visit amdgaming.gg/Acer. Today we'll be playing a round-robin tournament in Valorant. Each match will be a best of one, and our Acer streamers will be playing with fans from throughout Southeast Asia. For prizes, everyone in the team will win the following. First place is going to be Acer Predator Gaming Set. And we'll have a little bit of a breakdown on that one in terms of the visuals, so we'll let you know. Second place is going to be an Acer Predator Atheon 300 keyboard and Acer jacket. And the third place is going to be the Acer Predator 330 gaming mouse and mouse pad. And also throughout all of this, we're going to have one fan MVP from the tournament, and they're going to win a Secretlab chair. So there's a lot at stake in terms of what's going on. The streamers are going to be involved. They're going to be on the different teams, and they're going to be participating. And, if they win, their fans win, and everybody gets prizes. So it's definitely in your best interest to play hard and to try hard and to take these very seriously, considering it's a best of one. You don't really have a whole lot of room to maneuver, so to speak.
Yeah, at least from my perspective, I'm pretty sure also other countries are the same, but from my personal experience, Filipino Valorant players are pretty tryhard, so we might be seeing some sweaty games today. So
yeah, I'm expecting
depending on who registers. Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody that we've seen is just like everybody's just so hardcore right now. Like in terms of the previous ones that we saw in the previous weeks, they were like really tryhard and they were very, very serious. Although I think Gema Show, on the other hand, took a little bit more casual style. He was actually a lot of fun to watch, but he's definitely had some time to kind of improve. The first match is going to be Gema Show, and that's going to be Tanx live live. That's going to be the first match that's going to be going up today. We've seen all of the different streamers. I have my, in my heart, which I think is the favorite, but who do you like, Acer?
I gotta go for, since I'm Filipino, gotta go for the Filipino representative. Gotta root for Riku here.
Okay,
so we'll
awesome.
see.
All right, we'll see. I mean, she was a great player. She definitely got a lot of kills the last time. So, okay, we're going to see. I think the fans that were chosen were completely at random, though. But if you want to participate in this as well, this is open to the public, and we do these kind of sessions throughout the rest of this year. If you'd like to sign up for any of those upcoming events, please head over to amdgaming.gg, and you can sign up, and you can hopefully participate in a future one. You get a chance to play with these content creators. You let us, criticize your mistakes or your good plays if you make them, and then at the same time, you're going to get some good prizes. So, secondary to that, let's take this time to shout out the official gaming headset of AMD Streamer Challenge, which is going to be EPOS. Our streamers will be using the EPOS 600 series, which is designed for the gamer that accepts no compromise in the quality and performance of their gaming accessories. I've got my set. You've got your set, Aserai. How have you been loving it?
Yes, sir. So far so good. It's not too overbearing in terms of the audio quality. Like I think that's a plus for us gamers. We don't like that super loud, sharp noises. We want to be aware of everything, especially when you're going to be playing Valorant. You don't want the super high-pitched noise to kind of like startle you and then basically let an opponent just catch you off guard. I think everything's pretty good in terms of the audio quality and everything else.
Yeah,
playing this with like hours on end, no problem.
Okay,
very comfortable.
It's very comfortable. And to be honest, with the latest patch, we saw Sky coming in, and we've seen nothing but this flash meta, right? So I know that you wear glasses, and I've been wearing sunglasses when I play Valorant now too, just because there's so many different blinds, and so I find them very comfortable to fit with just glasses itself.
Yeah, for sure. Like I have to wear these so that I'm not blind when I'm playing my games, and since I have a big head. At least the thing about this is that it's adjustable, and I adjust it to the max settings or the widest settings, and it handles everything pretty well. Like if I aggressively move my head like that, it might fall off, but at least it's actually pretty secure now.
Yeah. See? It looks like it's not going anywhere. So it seems locked in place almost. So it's very comfortable.
Yes,
and the sound quality is great. I'm using the mic itself. So in terms of hopefully the viewers at home are kind of like, okay, it's okay, but you can kind of just tell in terms of the gaming. I have heard no complaints, at least from my squad mates. So it's been definitely a very nice headset for me.
Yeah, and what's kind of good about it is that the controls aren't buttons; they're knobs.
Yeah.
At least for the volume here, like you can just adjust it, like here, get it higher and lower, and I think that's pretty cool. Rather than just like tapping your headset every so often to kind of adjust the volume. And again, the microphone clicks up so that you can mute yourself. Like if you try doing that right now, I won't be able to hear you if you talk. And I mean, for me, not because I'm using a microphone. But for you,
yeah. All right. Well, I don't want to do it for the sake of science because it'd be this awkward silence. But I have tried it. Yes, that is definitely a way to turn it off. And I like I think the knob control is the best part. I had previous headphones where there's like a dial up, like a roller thing on the back, and like every time I would take it on and off, I would have to just readjust my settings because like all the volume is just all over the place. So
and it's hidden, right? So you can't figure. Sometimes you can't figure it out where it is. At least this one is like it's there, but at the same time they've done a good job at kind of like concealing it. It's not obvious that it's a volume knob.
Super comfortable and just really well made. I just think the quality has been good. And like it's super important in games like Valorant where you need to kind of hear where they're coming from, like the left or right, like all that stuff, like high low, all that stuff. So it's very varied. It has like great bass and everything, so it's super comfortable.
Yes, it is. And again, with all of what's coming right now to Valorant, aside from Sky, I think what's that thing that they call HRTF, I think is going to be coming to Valorant as well, which is also available for games like CS:GO. I think that was also a thing. Like I'm not super techie with this or super technical with this, but I think it's something that makes the audio more pronounced in a 360-degree fashion. So if you hear the opponent being behind you, you know that it's behind you. And you know that how Valorant right now is kind of weird with audio cues, where if you hear it in front of you, sometimes it's actually behind you. So HRTF might be the answer to that. And having a headset like this might also kind of, complement the possible new feature coming out to Valorant.
Cool. Yeah, definitely something that they could do, and it could definitely take advantage of it. I've used it in other games as well, so I haven't really had that that issue, so to speak, of where they were. I've always been able to locate them, and then when I'm dead a lot because I'm not good at this game, but when I'm watching other people, you can kind of hear where they're coming from, and you're just like, the dude was like right there, but like you're dead, so you can't really say much. You know what I mean? Because it's like, who are you to judge me when you're dead and like a noob at the bottom, right? So for me, it's kind of like I want to tell the guy, I want to be like, hey, maybe you need a better headset, but it's like I'm not in a position to say so.
This is why I play with my friends a lot, because like I'm a very vocal guy when it comes to like doing call outs and stuff, and people who like I don't want to be like the bossy guy for random strangers. So I prefer playing with friends so I can be bossy to my friends, and then they're like, yeah, we understand, you know your stuff, so we gotta listen to it, even though you're bottom fragging, it's fine. You have 0 kills. It's
but
fine.
Are you like the captain of your team? Like, because I obviously that's like a somewhat tiring, but it's a very I would say it's like a great position to be in if you're winning. Right? Because you're like, oh, I'm the leader, or this is definitely because of me and all that stuff. So it's been super good. But like, is that your style?
I guess so. Because I think when we're playing rank or even scrim sometimes with other teams, usually some of my teammates just become super quiet and they don't try to be vocal about their positionings, and that's super important when you're going to be playing Valorant in a more competitive setting. So you gotta have to kind of keep the morale up, as well as kind of loosen your teammates' lips, because like again, if they're playing too seriously and they're kind of getting stuck in their own hole, you have to kind of dig them out a little bit, guys. You gotta keep calm a little bit. Let's figure out what's happening wrong, what we're doing right, what they're doing wrong, what they're doing right, and try to counter that. So that's something that I think I've been doing pretty vocal about it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a great thing to have, but I feel like sometimes it's like a very tiring position, because you have to kind of you're like the dad of the team. You got to support them. You'd be like, oh, nice try. I mean, you almost got there, even though the guy was like right there, you're missing all your shots or whatever. But like, you got to hold that back. You know what I mean? You got to stay positive, so to speak.
Yeah, that is true though. Like, I am playing with teammates from time to time that are way better than me, but they're also way younger than me. So I feel like I have to be like the the older brother or something. Like, gotta give them a little bit of keep their morals up and like say, guys, it's okay, we got this. Don't freak out. It's only 1 round, or even if it's only 10 rounds.
Right.
As long as it's not over, we can still do it.
I think that's great and everything. But have they ever called you boomer? Like, because sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, at the time, it's like, whoa, like, that was uncalled for, right? Like, we're not that much of an age difference. Have you ever had that?
Yeah. Well, I guess for Filipinos, we don't, we know the terminology boomer and zoomer, but they don't use it as much. Okay. So I haven't been called a boomer yet.
All right, then good.
Plus, maybe I'm still not at that age where I'm a true boomer, like, maybe Kiko or something, so...
Oh, snap. All right, so we're getting the players locked into the lobby. There's taking a little bit of time in that, but just as a heads up, there's actually going to be Book. He's apparently the best Tekken player in Thailand. He's going to be on Tanx's Live's team. So I don't know if this is fair or whatever, but from what I know, this is completely random in terms of the signups and everything. We didn't know who it was, from what I know. Wow. But, I mean, one of the best Tekken players taking a stab in Valorant. Is this the natural transition? You go from fighting game to FPS? Is this what you need to do?
I don't know, but if you guys... I just know who Book is. I believe he is the... What was it? The SEA Games 2019 champion from last year.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has a lot of pedigree with Tekken. I think he's known most for Jin or Akuma, I think. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if this is like a standard transition, but I have been seeing like a lot of let's say fighting game players transition from like their genre to a different genre. Like, I've also seen like a Tekken 7 pro from the Philippines actually go to a mobile game, and he's a pro player as well. So maybe they have the coordination and everything with all their joystick fingers and stuff, and keyboard and mobile, and
like the whole fighting game thing is different, right? That joypad is like the joystick and all that. It's very different. But like at the end of the day, you're a gamer, right? You just want to play games, and it's nice to kind of just change things up from when you're going like this one-on-one chess match you have in like fighting games to like a team game where you can kind of just put on the blame on your team. Like, I like those games for that.
True. Aside from that, like, whoa, I actually heard blame on your teammates. Yeah, but aside from that, I think it's a nice way to kind of change the flavor, because I feel like so if you keep playing one game, you do tend to get burnt out, even though you love that game so much and you're passionate about it. I think having a break every once in a while and playing something, even though it's still competitive, it's a different game. It's a different experience altogether. And I think that kind of just, just makes you a better player in general, because, you take breaks from the thing that exhausts you the most. And I don't know. This is just one thing I kind of see from maybe why these other guys are branching out, or you know, there's no tournaments right now for them.
Okay. I mean, you play Valorant. Obviously, I know that you stream a lot of it on on Facebook and all that stuff. But like, what is that game you go to when you're having like a rough time with Valorant? What is that casual game you go to? Like that backup game? Is there one
recently?
Yeah, I
have been casually and chillfully playing Phasmophobia.
Okay. Has it been freaking you out a little bit?
No. So some people say it's like super freaky and like scary, but like even if you play it alone, I mean, it's boring to play alone. It's better with friends because like it's easy. It's really a team game, but like compared to the stress that you play when you're competitively playing Valorant to playing Phasmo, I think it's just different. And like just not hearing anything and you're like, give us a sign, and then there's like someone just freaks you out. I think it's still pretty chill for me for some reason. I have been enjoying it a lot. All
right. Yeah, that's a big one. Obviously, Among Us is another one. Just trying to like just chill out with friends. It's just like a nice change of pace, right? I think that although Among Us can be very cutthroat and that could be very serious and like a high stress environment as well. So
I have not played as much though.
Oh, okay. It's I think it's super important with who you play with more than anything else.
That's true.
You can't just play with randoms. I think that's just like it defeats the purpose. But if you're playing with people it's a lot more fun and just kind of just messing around with people, getting people's heads, like, and of course you get to lie to them, right? That's like the best part.
Yeah. I feel like that's like a precursor to becoming a criminal or something, because you're thinking about like the best way to find an alibi and just kind of like trick the witnesses and the innocent bystanders if you're sus or if you're the imposter. I don't know. Like that's like, how I feel.
Is Among Us training future serial killers? Is that what you're saying? Like it's like how to get prepared. Or am I putting words in your mouth? That's my bad if I am.
I mean, I feel like that's a possibility, but I mean, it's just a game again. Right? Video games aren't equivalent to violence, so chill, guys.
Although to be honest, though, when I played the game, I would constantly think about why am I doing things and just making sure I have my story straight. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom. Or like, why am I? Okay, yeah, I'm going. Like just make sure that like, okay, I saw. Who did I see? Make sure that what colors were they? Like it's all super important. Just the details. I'm just making sure that my story is covered. That if I get questioned at all, I'm going to be prepared.
Yeah. Again, that's why I haven't played it as much, because I feel like I'll just stumble with my words and not be able to weasel my way out, whether I'm innocent or whether I'm part of the crew or I'm an imposter. So I don't know.
Yeah. But it's definitely a lot of fun. Definitely give it a shot if you haven't, especially with your Valorant mates. I believe all the players are starting to get into the lobby. Okay, so if we're just going to talk about something like this in terms of like a casual, I know it's casual in the sense of like a best of one and all that, and you're just kind of playing for funsies, but prizes are still at stake. This is not a normal game of Valorant, right? So people need to kind of pick their best agent. They need to ensure that they're preparing. Like, what is it that you're doing? Like, even in the lobby right now, as you're kind of loading up, are you just kind of talking about like agents you're gonna pick, like some sort of strategy? Like, what is that?
Yeah, I think that's one thing that you have to do, because like that's the tricky part about being a best of one, is that since it's only one game, you can't really make a mistake and adapt it on the next game, but there's no next game. So you have to adapt and not really make mistakes that result in you losing rounds. You have to get those rounds as much as possible, invest, because again, in Valorant, it's going to be tricky because like there are teams, you never know, because like again, we're playing with random teammates here that might not be good on the attacking side, might not be good in the defending side. And then if you look at it as well, something that you can talk about before the game begins is the sort of tier list for agents in maps, because like again, it's not the be all end all, but there are some agents that work phenomenally on maps, on some maps compared to others. Like again, for example, if you're going to be on Split, you're always going to be finding a Raze there because she's very powerful in Split, maybe even a Breach. If you're going to be on Haven, Sage hasn't seen much of pickings, but in Haven, she does really, really well because she closes off a particular site, right? Which allows you to focus on just the 2 sites, because again, Haven is a 3-site map. So that's some of the things that you have to really take note when you're going to be going into a game that's, again, best of one, and your teammates are random. So you have to make these precious moments to strategize and communicate and try to figure out as well what type of agents your teammates are gonna be comfortable with. If there's like two people who are both jet players, but someone could at least give up the jet and maybe go for an omen or something else, that could be what they have to figure out right now, because even though we are still on a lull, they can at least use this time to again strategize.
Okay, all right. And do you think that, like, in terms of like just agent picks, like, who's the most well-rounded one? Is it Omen? Is it is it Sky now? Who do you think is going to be that pick that, like, no matter the map, no matter the situation, attacker or defender, like, this is probably one of the best agents?
If I'm gonna say they don't know which map they're gonna be going to and what's gonna be very important, I mean, I'm kind of biased towards him, but I think it also makes sense. Probably Omen.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh yeah, Omen gives you a lot of flexibility with the site that you want to take. Like, if you want to go to any site, at least he can refresh smoke, and then if you want to like turn back around in something, he also has the flash in terms of in the form of the paranoia, and then he has a lot of map control as well with his ultimate and his shrouded steps. So he does have a lot of abilities, but aside from that, if you're looking at something else, and maybe is she usable right now? Probably Sky.
Yeah,
the Sky has a lot of utility.
Yeah. I saw her in some games. Honestly, like, I didn't see her because I was blinded almost the entire time. But I know that she's in because I saw her on the scoreboard, so I know that she's there. So just like her abilities are just super loud and annoying. Like, I don't know if you've like heard it, or like the screeching, like the hawk and everything. Anyways, that's just a whole nother thing. But we've got loaded up. We're gonna go into Ascent to kind of start things off, and we're just gonna kind of pick things blind, I believe, and we're just gonna go into it.
It's gonna be Ascent for our map here, guys. So let's see what Gema Show's team is gonna be picking. So one of the other things that I do want to point out, if you're gonna be playing Sky, is that she has 7 flashes, including her ultimate, because that's 3 concusses. Like, if you call concusses flashes, that's 7 flashes on a particular agent.
So crazy,
which is ridiculous.
Right now.
Yeah, it is.
Did you see that clip of Wardell where he was playing?
Siapa ya? Oh, gue babu aja.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Halo, siapa nih?
I'm pretty sure he can't hear us, but hello, Gema Show. Hello. Good luck to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can't hear us.
Aneh babu aja ya, bro.
Yeah, we're just giving them support though.
Ini yang lain pada masuk Discord AMD, Pak, belum masuk ke GSI ternyata.
Oh, mereka di Discord AMD.
Iya.
Can you understand what they're saying? I don't speak.
Unfortunately, no.
Gema Show is from Indonesia, right?
Yeah, Bahasa.
Bahasa Indonesia, there we go.
I can only I speak Korean a little bit, but I mean, I barely speak English as it is. So like, I try to limit what I can do in terms of.
Oh wow. Triple duelist comp, no smoke. Okay, interesting. I'll get my 2 cents about this once we see everything.
Iya.
So Book is on the Sage Viper. Oh,
the pocket pick.
Wow, they have ACU.
Kalau butuh obat bilang ya.
They have ACU on on Tanx's team.
ACU, okay. Sorry, who's ACU?
Oh, sorry. If you guys don't know who ACU is, he's a very popular streamer on Twitch that just streams casually, but his FPS pedigree is top tier. Like, every game that he touches, he just top tiers it. Like, right now he has like 2-3 accounts in Radiant, I think.
Is this even fair? I feel like you have a pro Tekken player, you've got this other guy who's streaming. Tanx is very good himself. Tanx. So
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, like 3 out of 5 already.
Begin yet?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It might just be like an ACU fan though. I'm pretty sure this is not him, but maybe just like a fan.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if he just starts getting all these kills, we're gonna we're gonna see how this one goes in. But
Test.
Siap.
Come on. I cannot hear my team. Wait.
All right. I did hear from the production that they are going to be talking with each other via Discord, so they do have communication with each other.
Testing.
Both Tanx and Gema Show, I believe.
แอบฟังแผน
All right, are you the type where you want to just like push it, are you like taking the fight to them, or are you more just like patient and you can kind of let them come to you?
It's kind of like something in the middle where you kind of figure out where your opponent is first and then kind of act accordingly after that.
Okay. Okay. Couple shots there. Through, like, do you go ghost first, or you go with the classic into the light armor type of kind of
Depends on the agent.
Okay.
Like if you have an agent that is better with full utility on the pistol, you just go for like classic and then light shield and then full utility.
So who's your main?
Omen, 100% Omen.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually like make educational series clips for Omen and you know, trying to teach people how to play him.
หรือสกิลพี่เชื่อว่าน้องจะต้องได้
And where can they find you on Facebook?
Oh, Acer Gaming guys, if you wanna, you know, check me out. No, that's a weird way to say it, but
Yeah, that sounded weird.
อย่าไปเล่นแรงนะโอ้ย
All right, but an easy round
เล่น
one.
แค่พับบิกพอ
But I love these skins. I think that that's just like Valorant, like Riot does a really good job with the skins.
yeah, I think the thing that they're using right now is the Prime skins. Yeah. Also, just wanted to point out here, Tanx Live is using the Viper, and he's basically just put every utility that he has on A, and he's kind of just using it to block off the A side and defend it by himself, so that his teammates can get that mid control and B main. I can just hear like so much like howling from Gema Show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he is a very vocal streamer. He's a lot of fun to watch. I think last time he was just starting out when he was playing this game, and so he was like messing around with his crosshairs on like round like 10 or whatever, and he was just having a great time, just like dying. But he's definitely gotten better, at least in this one. But 4-3 to kind of start things off in 35 seconds. There's not a whole lot of time left. Spike carrier down. Tanx just gets blinded by his own teammates. That happens all the time with my team.
They still don't have any control on the map itself, and they already know where the last guy is, so it's either B main, but they have control of the spike, so there's nothing really he can do unless he can clutch the 1v4, but look at this, Tanx's live team is already just kind of, what's the word, corralling around it, no chance. And here's the other thing, Holler, you know, with patch 1.11, if you survive,
which you didn't.
If you survive and you lose the round, you actually only get like 1,000 creds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you either have to die or you have to win the round for you to get the extra, you know, moolah in your bank.
I think that's a good change with 1.11. I think it's a way to go, just kind of force the issue, because there's too many people just like saving around, and yeah, that doesn't really seem to work. It's not any fun to watch for sure. Have you been watching some of the first strike?
Yes. I just gotta say, 100 Thieves have been phenomenal. Like, I don't want to fanboy too much, but 100 Thieves have been doing really good compared to the open qualifiers.
So,
yeah.
It's like the first time you're watching pros, like what is the biggest thing you've kind of, your biggest takeaway, so to speak? Like, have you learned things? Have you been like seeing the strategies that the pros are doing? Anything kind of stick out to you?
Yeah, actually, I've been doing a lot of VOD reviews for the NA tournaments. I should, just because you know, I want to get better as an analyst and, you know, just understand the game more.
Yeah.
And I just gotta say, like, the higher level teams, like, they don't mess around. Like, in terms of, you know how positioning is, I would say, like a asset or a what's the word, resource that you have to use, especially in FPS. They don't waste any time like rotating needlessly, and every rotation I've seen from pros is just spot on.
I mean, that's gonna be the difference between, like, you know, ranked games and like the highest level, when you're playing with like a stack that's like really well coordinated, constantly communicating, and I mean, like some of the shots that they make are just pretty insane. So
yeah, that too.
Okay.
No.
All right. Apparently, Kurlos on Tanx live team is apparently on the Overwatch World Cup 2017 team for Thailand. So this team is kind of loaded.
In the words of the millennial, or the other millennial, the Zoomer, the younger millennial, this team's pretty stacked.
Yes. Very much so. Very much so. But actually, it looks like Indonesia are the, what, 3-0? So, yeah, Tanx Lives, technically he has all these, like, star-studded team, but we're just looking at this. I mean, the first 2 rounds, okay, that's a giveaway, but, like, the 3rd round, kind of winning along, it's all about momentum in this game.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty sneaky from Tanx Live. He just sneaks up into wine like that using his poison cloud. If his opponents don't have due diligence to check this, it could be really fatal if they just aggress again towards A.
Yeah. Nobody really expects this cubby hole. I mean, you gotta make sure you clear out all of the different angles. And this is definitely a sneaker one. Oh, he missed his shot. So now he's revealed himself, and he pays for it with his life.
He's like, whoa, I can't believe that happened to me. Not like this.
Yeah. I mean, you have like that one opportunity, right? If you're gonna miss your shot, like you're gonna be spotted, and you're gonna go down very quickly. So,
are you quoting Eminem?
I was trying to quote, pretend like it was my own words, but got me, I guess.
It's okay. It's okay. You know what? He's a great poet, and he doesn't even know.
Oh snap! You be busting rhymes like all the times.
Yes, sir. Oh, look at that though. Kurlos coming out from mid. Gets a 2K, and look at that once again. Gets himself a nice little lockdown on the spike. I think their Phoenix has been stuck on on spawn. I think he's still trying to reconnect here. Hopefully he does come back, but they're just taunting him a little bit.
Oh my gosh, what is that guy doing? This is a family show, sir. Please. Okay. All right, Kurlos makes short work of that with a headshot there. But yeah, being down 4v5 and against, like, what is it, pro players on Tanx Live team. Mind you, they are up 4-0. There's a little bit of an issue in terms of the name tag, but we figured that out. So, yeah, 4-0. That's pretty crazy to kind of start things off.
Yeah. So right now, there's nothing really like spectacular that Tanx's Live's team is doing. Like again, they're just really good with their aim. But aside from that, they haven't really done anything in terms of the positioning here. Because I think Gema Show Indonesia team has been going for what we call dry peeking, which is kind of just challenging these contact point angles, and then they just keep losing.
Yeah.
And look at that. I believe Boss did use his run it back, catches one, and they're just kind of picking them off one by one by that. And it's been just working all these rounds out. And 4-0, it's working pretty well.
So if you're in a situation like Gema Show's team, like Team Indonesia here, like what is it that you do? Do you want to just group as 5 and just like rush A, or because obviously your arsenal is just not as much, you're definitely behind, and skill level might be changing. Do you just take the fight to them?
That would actually be a really good strat to go on, but you can't just be like willy-nilly just like let's go A just because it's what you want to do.
Okay.
What you kind of want to do here, I think, if you're gonna be on Gema's team, is try to figure out which of the sites is less complicated to try to rush on in. I think it's gonna be A if they can just like rush through the toxic wall of Tanx Live. He's just alone in the site. If they can figure that out, that could be fantastic for them. But yeah, the retake just going to be beautiful from them. Even though Gema Show's team was able to plant down the spike on B, still not enough to kind of handle the main forces when it's going to be I believe the Jet as well as Tanx Live coming into to the game here, or to the site there.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically playing 4v5 with the DC, right? And just like started off, like we've been seeing a lot of quick kills and just a lot of deaths from Gema Show's team, just very quickly. Like it makes it almost impossible to come back. Like getting that first kill is just super important.
It is. It definitely is. And from what it looks like on the scoreboard, it seems like it's freaks on the arena as well as the Rays here have been making the bubbles pop for Gema Show's team, the kills and whatnot. So maybe they can use this to their advantage. Although, check this out, it's going to be a aggressive push onto the A site. They will be able to close out this one, but they haven't shut down Tanx Live. And if they go into this Viper Pit, again, you do lose HP as you try to push in here. So it could be his realm to start wreaking some havoc. And it does. Look at that. 3 straight kills.
Completely controls it. Just all of it through. I mean, yeah, he's getting some lucky shots. Okay, he got a couple, but I mean, it wasn't going to last that long. I mean, that Viper ult is just so crazy in terms of just like blocking it off. But I mean, as more of like a pocket pick, I think Tanx is just kind of having some fun with this.
He definitely is. Plus, like, again, Viper is sort of called the bottom tier agent right now. She's the low tier hero. if as some of my friends call it. But if you use her properly, correctly, and you can set up properly with the team, like if you would with a breach, she really works a lot. Because like again, all of her abilities basically drain your HP, and if you try to challenge it and you don't come out successful, you are easy pickings. Because again, you lose HP so quickly, so very difficult to try to deal with a Viper if you can't shut her down instantly.
I guess, what are some main or key takeaways from Viper to getting better at her?
Don't use all of your abilities in one go.
Okay.
Because, like, again, the thing about Viper, what makes her really low tier is that her abilities, if you use them in one site, you can't pick them up unless it's the Poison Cloud.
Okay.
But aside from that, her Toxic Wall, her Viper Pit, they all stick to one area, surface area only. So you have to, like, know when to drop it, when to use it. Sometimes it's good to use it at the very start when you're going to be setting up, maybe getting mid control if you're going to be on the attacking side here in Ascent. Could be good if you're going to be defending A, but aside from that, you just don't want to, waste it immediately because it's a resource that you can't get back.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I just feel like she's just in a bad spot. It's like really hard to balance somebody like this. I mean, she's kind of like a defensive style agent that has like all these things like, you know what I mean? But like, it's so niche. I don't know. I just hope that they do some better changes to kind of balance her out a bit.
Yeah, I totally agree. She's very niche because, like, again, her agent type type is a controller, right? But she doesn't feel like a true controller. Yeah. Like, if you play against her, she feels like an off-brand Sentinel in a sense.
Agreed. Yeah, like a poor man Sentinel. But I guess what would you do to change that up if you were right? You're the balance team. Like, what are you trying to... What would you do differently?
Well, I have been kind of talking about this with my friend before. One of the things that I think might be good for Viper is that if you allow her Poison Cloud to be thrown before the round starts, like what she does with the Toxic Wall. Yeah. So at least you can set up one-way smokes easier, because like there are one-way smokes that's very risky for Viper to use as the round starts. So maybe having it on at the very start is good enough.
Okay.
But I don't know.
That'd be a nice start. Oh, nice kill there by Tanx. But man, this is looking bad.
Yeah.
Okay, well I think it's gonna be a quick 13 rounds.
You want me serious? You got it.
Yeah, we can't really like. Again, it's what's happening right now. It just seems like it's a difference of skill.
Yeah.
Like Thailand, Tanx's live team is so nutty. Like they're just calmly rotating around Gema Show's team, even though they do have some good fraggers, good entry fraggers with the with the Reyna and the Raze. It's not enough because these two guys, they can't cover all angles when Tanx's team comes in and rotates. Very difficult for them to try to do much. And honestly, when you're going to be in Ascent and you don't get a win as you use the lockdown from the Killjoy, which is what they did on the last round, that means that there is something, again, that they are struggling to deal with. He's going to drop this and find one. Pops the head. Perfect. He heard the orb being taken.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Like
there's no revive, though.
This is one of those things where it's like, as the Raze, why would you kind of rush in like that? You know what I mean? Like with the smoke kind of ticking down, it's about to go away, and then just kind of exposing yourself and putting yourself in a bad spot like that. I just feel like there's you can make better life decisions.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're going to be up against a Viper, I believe you don't hear it going down. Like you can't hear it being turned off. So it's a really like sneaky thing that Tanx Live is using here. So that's like a, oh no, he like just pops out and then, hey, Tanx Live with the headshot, easy.
คือเหมือนกับว่ามาแล้วใช่ไหมแต่ปิงก็ไม่เยอะนะดูแบบไม่น่าแหลกอะไรอย่างงี้
But for the moment, Holler. I mean, we could say that there's still a possibility here for Gema Show to come back. If they could get a few more rounds on the attacking side, maybe once we switch sides here, going in and putting them on the defending team, that could be where the strength of Gema's team is. And again, like 13 rounds to win and like 11, 12 rounds to make a comeback isn't really the hardest or isn't really the longest thing in Valorant. It's difficult, but it's not as long as like, CSGO. So there's still a chance for you.
Okay, Gema. He hit himself. So I guess that's one way to survive, or to kind of lengthen the game length a bit there. But okay, one thing I've noticed though, Gema though, is only running on 60 FPS. That's a problem, right?
That is true.
Okay.
He might need to change the settings in his game because he might have. Because the thing with I think Valorant is that if you're in default settings, I think it's capped to 60. Then you have to like change it so you can uncap it. And again, considering that he has a pretty beastie, hardware using provided by Acer, just have to unlock that, unleash the beast, unleash the Acer. Ooh.
All right. A little bit of a peek here, Carlos.
Oh, this is the opening that they needed.
Oh, but he's getting shot at. He's running for his life. He's at 18. He doesn't even trigger the cage. Oh, he's got the camera, though. Gets shot down real quickly. Doesn't have the spike, though, so he's kind of by himself. Now he triggers it. He goes for the kill, and he gets killed there. Fleeks with a nice flick headshot.
That is up to the mistake of Tanx's team. They challenged him one by one, and it seems like Gema Show, they're just going to go for a complete show of force by just sticking together and challenging with numbers advantage. And it works. Look at that. 1 point for Gema Show's team. They can get another one here on the last round of the first half. That's they're golden, because I think that's the best case scenario for them, being able to finish this off 10-2, and then again coming back on the second half. Triple operator. Okay, let's go.
All right, interesting. But I mean, okay, a little bit of a throw there, just stopping the shutdown, the shutout, excuse me. So they're definitely into it. But like, I feel like this is, I mean, if this happened earlier, they would have gotten a little momentum, got a little bit of change. But seeing as you're gonna be changing you're swapping sides, you're going to the second half. Really, not much that you can get out of this. But it looks like they're having a lot of fun, so that's good.
That's true. We're here to, enjoy with the streamers and the fans that are joining them. 1-for-1, that's perfect. They can maybe just rush in onto a mid. If he tries to revive that.
Oh, he should have, but he didn't.
There's still a sniper in mid. If he tries to revive that, he's going to get shot. He has to use his wall first, though.
Oh. But they're all 3-1. I mean, they got a chance.
They do have a chance.
Doors closed. Heaven's probably the only vulnerable spot, but... Oh, he's going for this.
The flights.
Oh, we get it, Devin.
Nice.
They got a kill. They traded.
Nice try.
Oh, that's going to be the turnaround here. Yeah, there you go. It's going to be an 11-1.
Nice.
Because there's still like a few more rounds.
Yeah.
Again, for Gema to make something happen. Again, it's not over till the fat lady sings. I don't know where I got that saying, but just means it's not over till it's over, you know?
Yes, it's definitely sooner rather than later, though, with 11-1 that is. But start of the second half, let's go with a comeback. I want to see at least 2 rounds going the way of Gema.
Yeah. We can definitely see that. Like, it could work.
Yeah.
I just have a question, though. Have you seen the new set come out already?
The new what?
The new skin set, the Reaver collection.
Yeah. I've seen it. I've only seen it in pictures. I haven't actually seen it in game, though.
Oh, we should play sometime. It is fantastic.
Okay.
Like, if its kill animation is that there's a bunch of hands that drag your opponent to the underworld.
That's crazy.
Speaking of being dragged to the underworld, that nade almost claimed the life of Tanx live. They do have a healer, though.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Tanx is so low. Oh, there we go.
There he is.
There we go. Oh, the Boombot is coming right at him. Oh.
Actually, all pretty low. This is working well for Tanx or for Gema's team.
Got a chance.
They can isolate that spike planter. Oh, there we go. That's golden for them.
Oh, with a nice headshot by Tanx. Tanx, mark it. Does he get him? And he gets it. Tanx, too good. Oh,
wow.
Lot.
Gema's team got a little bit too antsy to claim those kills. Oh.
They had it.
They had it. Almost had it.
Yeah. All right, so it's looking like Tanx's team is just kind of unstoppable at this point. I don't know if Riku's team is going to be able to compete with this. This is going to be kind of crazy, but I mean, we're going to see they're going to be going up next against Riku's team. I believe it's Tanx versus Riku next. And so we'll kind of just see where both of those teams stand. But, you know, I would say a minimum second place for Tanx's team, which is going to be an Acer Predator Atheon 300 keyboard and Acer jacket. So that's at a minimum. They get the gaming set if they win, but we'll see how this ones go. But in terms of an MVP, anyone kind of sticking out to you?
Right now, everybody's just doing really well. I think if I have to be asked, though, I think it's gonna be Boss from Tanx's team.
Okay.
He's just been hitting a lot of the good shots. But if it's gonna be from Gema's team, definitely has to be Fleeks, like this guy. And he hits a lot of good shots when they need to. Although it did still result into a 13-1. I think Fleeks was also pretty damn good. Yeah, again, 14 kills on Gema's team. That's not too shabby, because like look at the other side for Tanx's team. Boss with 16 and Kurlus with 20.
I mean, it was just so crazy. Like the guy they were so unstoppable. Look at that. On the very bottom, if you have 0-13-2, 0-13-4, you kind of have kind of a rough game. All right, but
I also just gotta say, like you know how League of Legends, in terms of like where is the mecca for League of Legends? You're probably gonna go for like Korea, right? For like really strong Prodigy-esque players. If you're gonna look like somewhere like that for Southeast Asia for FPS, I think Thailand is where you're gonna be, hailing your ground to, because I feel like Thailand always produces the quintessential FPS player. Like whenever you see Southeast Asia tournaments on whatever FPS game, Thailand always, like especially if it's PC, right? Thailand always gets the one up, just because of how, I don't know how they produce it, but they just got cracked players there.
All right, so let's just see the bracket real quick. 10X, we just saw that they won that one. Gema Show going down, losing that one. But it's going to be 10X Live versus Riku. That one's going to be coming up next. It's going to be the Filipino team versus the Thailand team, which we just saw. Hopefully, Riku just saw that and was kind of like, okay, these guys are good. We'll be better prepared. We'll figure things out as we go into that one. But before we do, let's go give a quick shout out to our official gaming headset of AMD Streamer Challenge, which is going to be EPOS. Our streamers will be using the EPOS 600 series, which is designed for the gamer that accepts no compromise in the quality and performance of their gaming accessories. Any final words before we go into a little bit of a break, before we get the next two teams ready?
Better get ready, because 10X Live is coming for you.
All right, awesome. All right, so they're going to get ready. They're going to heed your words, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Game 2 coming up shortly. Hello, and welcome back to AMD Streamer Challenge. My name is Holler, and I'm with Acer. We just saw probably one of the rougher, maybe warm-up games by Gema Show. I'm just trying to put it lightly. I'm not sure, but it was a 13-1 shellacking. It was kind of rough to watch. Any other thoughts that you had on that one, Acer?
I think if I'm gonna add more, it probably would be synonyms of rough. So it's all good. I'm all good. Are you?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm thinking 10X Live, I don't know how he did it. He might have stacked the teams himself. He figured out like how to get his best friends to play. I mean, there was a Pro Tekken player as well. I mean, it just didn't seem fair. But I think that into the next match, they're going to be beating up on maybe potentially Riku's team. We'll see. I don't know if Riku was able to kind of recruit some of her own pro players in the Philippines. Maybe. We'll see what that one's gonna be like. But if anything, we're going to have Riku's team and Gema, and they're going to be playing the last match. That's going to be coming up, the very last one right after this next game. So hopefully that one, I'm hoping that one's at least competitive. This one, I don't know. I saw 10X and I'm just thinking, who can beat these guys other than, maybe one of the pro teams? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, again, if the people in the chat right now say that they can do a better job, guys, AMDgaming.gg, register now and prove us wrong, right? Prove us that you can.
Yeah,
compete here right now.
Definitely do it. I mean, you got to sign up here. Just know that all of our streamers are playing on their Acer Pavilion Gaming 15 laptops powered by AMD Ryzen. You can get your own laptop and find out more details by going to amdgaming.gg/Acer. And then once you do, you can just kind of figure out how to get your own laptop and play, just like we saw 10X playing on his and just clicking heads. It's so easy.
I just want to say that it's a great time to be a Ryzen owner right now, and I'm not kidding at all. Like I'm still powered by a Ryzen 7 2700X on my PC, so maybe it's time for an update. So maybe right. Because the new series is out now.
Right.
I think the Ryzen 5th gen is out, I believe. So that's it's pretty dank. But again, yeah. But we'll see what happens here. Like you said, Tanx seeming to be a dominant force in our streamer challenge, but we'll see if Riku is able to build a team that can rival just that. I hope that at least maybe we'll see some of the players that I know, which would be fun because at least I might have some sorry. Words tangle me, but I might have some info on them if I do know the players, because again, from the Philippines here, guys, just saying.
Yeah, I mean, just for the people that are just tuning in now, they're playing for a bunch of prizes from Acer Predator. First place is going to be the Acer Predator gaming set. Second place is going to be the Acer Predator Atheon 300 keyboard and Acer jacket. Third place is going to be the Acer Predator 330 gaming mouse and mouse pad. So there's a lot at stake just being able to play, and also we're going to have a one fan MVP from the tournament, and they're going to have a chance to win a Secretlab chair, because everybody knows that if you're not a good gamer, you get a gaming chair, and all of a sudden you become a good gamer. That's usually how it works, right?
That is true.
All right, I'm reaching. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, gaming chairs, guys. Plus, the thing that they're showcasing on the poster. Wait, how do I show this? This one. This is the Secretlab's Omega, I believe. From my experience, super good. Like, it's a very stiff gaming chair, and that's actually a good thing, guys, because when you're going to be gaming for such long hours, you do not want a super fluffy chair, I think is the word for it. You want something that supports your buttocks.
I think that was the family-friendly way of saying it, but I mean, it's more of it's kind of like a firm mattress in the sense that if you get a soft one, it actually is not good for your back, as weird as that sounds. So this is okay. So we're gonna go into Riku's perspective here. We're gonna start off with Haven, and she seems quite ecstatic about it, as we're going to go into this one. Again, draft is going to come up. I know that Riku plays a lot of Killjoy, so I'm hoping she kind of lives up to the name, as she's got the mouse over it.
Okay.
Yeah?
I can
she's
play,
hovering.
Also Killjoy, actually.
I can't see the name of her teammates. I only see the one. Oh, Breach.
Alright.
Oh.
This on Phoenix.
They're going to have a lot of disables, possibly.
Okay.
This could. Oh, okay.
Okay, we got smokes. We've got the sentinels. We've got the two flashers.
Dang. She's like calling the ball. She's a captain.
We need another
Dang.
duelist.
She sounds so sassy. Like you know how I'm you didn't.
Yeah.
With all the finger snap and everything. We're gonna be taking down these guys easily, you know. Yeah. Praise it.
No, but I like the fact that she's being very assertive in terms of just like making sure that they have like a well-rounded team. Because like you saw the last one, where it was like 3 duelists on the team. It kind of didn't really work, right?
Yeah. You just want to be able to kind of balance it out. Okay. Tanx's team is basically the same from what we saw last time. From their match against Gema, so it's all gonna be up to Riku's team, and we'll see how where their whole roster is going to be. Oh wait, I see it right now. I think it's an Omen,
Alright, chat, here we go.
a Jet, and a Phoenix. Oh, they're pretty well rounded, but they're gonna be starting on the attacking side, so that's pretty interesting.
What do you like about this map?
Wow, 84 ping.
The thing about what's difficult about this map is that, again, since it has 3 sites, you have to kind of figure out where your opponent is gonna be the least at. If you don't know how they play, because like at least if you know if there's only gonna be one person on the site, it would be easier to take it. And having this composition, or having a composition that doesn't have a Sova, makes it slightly more difficult. But I think with this, what they have right now, it's going to be a little bit better, because they have double flashers, they have the Jet who can dash in, very explosive, and they have, of course, the Breach, which I think is very phenomenal in Haven, because his fault line just covers a lot of these choke points and allows you to just kind of, enforce your will as you're pushing in. So all they have to do right now is try to challenge. They are getting a nice little few clicks here and there. A couple of trades. We'll still go for the 4 versus 4, but it seems like they're going to go for that B take. Spots out the 1. I believe that is Book. And then he will just back away into the site. And ACU on that Omen is going for the big flanks. They didn't put anything to kind of cover the flank. And this could be a brutal pincer move by Tanx's team.
I'm not a huge fan of going up mid because I feel like, if everybody's coming, A and C, there's going to be one agent on each side are just going to converge on you, right? And it's going to be super difficult because then now you got to start checking all of your angles. If you're hitting from A or C, then you can kind of go from the side and you can kind of put your back to basically to the side that no one is going to be. So you're going to be covered, right? So you're going to have that systematic approach. You're going to be able to kind of go in properly. Like B, I feel is like it's super difficult.
Yeah, you have to be like if you want to go for B, you have since you have a killjoy, you need to put a turret that covers one side of your flank, whether it's A long or a C long, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to be fast when you're going to be taking B, if that's going to be the case. Also, kind of want to ask production if we can get like a quick scoreboard here, because I believe I saw the Jets name. I just wanted to confirm because I feel like we do have a semi-pro in the PH team.
Okay.
Yeah. Trey Killers will be getting ACU. There we go. Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry, not boss.
Yeah, I do. So the Jet, Kadaliman, Kraku, that is a competing team here in the Philippines. I don't know how well they do, but I do see them come in top 16, top 8 in tournaments. So they got a decently built team here.
Yeah. I think sorry, I'm just thrown off right now because I think the name tags are backwards. Yeah, they're backwards. Okay.
Yeah, I think if we're changing perspective, we have 3 perspective, I believe. So that's why.
Okay. Yeah. Just because I was like Killjoy, there's the only one with Riku, and then just seeing it on the wrong side. Okay, but now we're set. But Tanx still kind of on top right here. I mean, this guy is unstoppable. I mean, he's very good. He's definitely one of the better in terms of the streamers that we have, just by sheer skill alone. He definitely streams it. So this team definitely has an advantage in that sense.
They definitely do. It's going to be more difficult to try to deal with this. Freshmaker going to be on the judge as the Phoenix. I don't like this as much because it has to be Kadaliman who might have that, but they don't need to. Peeks out onto Garage. Beautiful. He is locating to go onto here, but backs away as the camera does pot him out. Riku, if he pops that, he will take some damage. Got to be careful, though. Oh, he changes weapons. And look at that Kraku. We're not seeing it, but he is actually getting these initial frags.
Yeah, I was going slow, though. And here we go. Riku's going to be the first plant that she's been able to get off. She does get it off, so they're in a decent spot, but they're only up 3-2 here. And it looks like Ace's going to be looking to flank it. He does see it, and he gets a nice little paranoia there, and he's going to go for the diffuse straight up in. And wow, Freshmaker just right next to him and doesn't even.
He needs to peek it right now.
I was gonna say if he didn't peek that, I mean he definitely heard that. Maybe if he was using an EPOS 600, gaming headset, he would have been able to hear that defuse. But man, that guy, we're gonna have to figure something out for him.
That was way too close for comfort. Because the thing about that is a defuse for a spike is 7 seconds long, and you just have to count it, right? That was 5-6 seconds in. Whew.
Yeah, that was super close.
Oh my god, that was a winnable round already for a Riku team.
Yeah, I actually thought he was gonna start it because you do it kind of just to throw him off, as a bluff, right? You just kind of pretend like you're gonna defuse it, and then you just pick off anybody that pops out of the smoke. But Freshmaker was not willing to pop out of the smoke. He thought it was a bluff, and he just barely got away with it.
Yeah, maybe he was counting the seconds, and he was even though if it's a pro zone fake kind of deal, he at least still had a second to peek out.
Yeah.
And if his opponent reacted, then that would have stopped the plant altogether. So maybe it was wasn't a mistake. It was a big brain play.
Big brain. Okay.
He made sure. Yeah.
That's 300 IQ. I'm stuck in 60 IQ, so I couldn't even fathom what he's trying to do. Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, but nice couple kills here, boss. Headshots. Freshmaker goes down. Spike is down as well, and they got it in a bad spot. That's going to be a hard place to retrieve it.
Yeah. This is why you want your spike planter to be at the back of your squad, not pushing with it. Because if you lose that spike, so very difficult to claim it back out. Your opponent should be coming either from C long or all the way around from A long. Since there's no sentinel here for Tanx's team, lurker is very possible. But it seems like Kadaliman's Kraku did kind of just YOLO in there. Hope that he would have shut down Tanx, but did kind of soak up a little bit much damage inside that posing cloud, I believe.
I mean, but we got ourselves a series. It's 3-1, right? I mean, if we're talking about Team Indonesia, where they only got one round all last match, I mean, we're kind of in a better spot, at least for the spectator here. But for me, when I'm trying to defend, right, I put like probably 3 at B, and then just kind of have 1 on each side. Hopefully, some Sentinel for A and C, at least defensively. But in terms of your approach as an attacker, what is the best plan of attack?
Oh no.
At least if I'm not used to my opposing team, what they're gonna do, you probably try to figure out where the Cypher or the Sentinel isn't on.
Okay.
And then you just work your way towards there. Because again, the most difficult thing in pushing into a site is that if you're gonna get blinded as well as tripwired through the Cypher cage and the tripwire of the of the Cypher, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Although, yes, something to add as well here, is Riku's team really struggles if Kraku, the Jet, doesn't get the initial frags. And he's been entry fragging a lot, but it seems like Tanx's team have kind of adjusted to that, and they've been challenging him every single time. And from what I could tell is that he has no refragger beside him. So if he dies, no one... Yeah, exactly. No one from Riku's team kind of trades the kill. So I think that's something,
Yeah, very good points. I just feel like this is something that they need to do better as a team, right? If you're looking for that refragger, it totally makes sense. Something to kind of just help them go in, but they need to be playing in pairs. You can't just have that one solo superstar that try to take 1v5s, right? You kind of need to make sure that somebody's on board with you. If anything, maybe you need to start following one of the other people and like using them as like a human shield.
That's true, though. It's possible. Like, again, you're gonna maybe call bait on it, like, oh, dude, you baited me. But if it's for the better, if it's for the greater good, you get yourselves the rounds. It's pretty all right. Yeah, at least for Riku's team here, right? Even though they do have 2 Sentinels, their team, at least if they do get a couple of more rounds on attack, they should be set, because this composition, it looks and would work really well if they're on the defending side.
Yeah, they're gonna be in a better spot here. Okay, nice kill there. That's a really good start, but man, there are so many smokes. Oh, and Riku, okay, but there's the refrag. We talked about that, right? Used Riku as the bait. He's into the site right now. They're definitely in position. The spike is on the way. Breach is coming with the spike there, but there's just so much smoke that we can't see anything.
Their Omen actually went for a TP play at the back of site, and now this leaves Kraku all by his lonesome. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. He's going full control. He's going full control. Nice. Gets 1.
Nice.
This is beautiful. That's trigger discipline for you. 3 bullets in the chamber, though.
Wow. Oh. Had a chance.
It's okay.
Had a chance.
Sobrang intense.
And Riku there just doing a little bit coaching, just making sure that, it was a good play. But man, I would not have been able to hold my trigger on that. I would have just I don't know. I probably would have definitely missed him, but I mean, I would have definitely shot.
Yeah, I think the mistake there was the big flank coming out from the Omen. That wasn't really necessary from him, because he TP'd all the way on defender spawn, which is good though. If he's going to try to catch rotations, right, from the attacking team or from the defending team. But the thing about that is they didn't have proper control on the C site. So they they were a man down.
Yeah.
And aside from that, I hope that Riku wasn't shouting that, oh, you only have 3 bullets on their comms, because that would be super distracting. I've done that before, and I got shouted because I did that.
Oh, gosh.
You don't want to be on this receiving end of like, dude, shut up. It's not, you're not helping if you're going to say that to me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of unnecessary comms, though, in games. Even in pubs, just, it's totally unnecessary. But the Killjoy is going to dissuade them from going in. That zone is just massive.
It is. That's a power move right there. But this is going to allow Tanx to go for a big flank, and doesn't even have to do much now, because Boss, if you can see the kill feed on the top left, he's been getting top right. Sorry, he's been getting all the kills now, leaving it almost in the hands of Riku, who is probably going to be somewhere maybe mid cubby, I would say. Yeah, there she is.
Oh, Riku. Oh, she's out there hidden with the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. No, Riku. But a nice double kill there. That's not too bad. All right, 6-1. What do you need to do differently? Things are not really working. I feel like Team Thailand is just kind of totally catching out what Ryukyu's doing.
I mean, I gotta say, even though it's 6-1, the Philippine team isn't really doing anything majorly wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Because their rotations as well as their calls have been pretty spot on. It's more of these just one things that they kind of do as individuals that kind of make the mistake for them. Like Kraku again on this jet has been really good. Seems like what their strategy right now to do is Omen set up a couple of smokes, and Riku's gonna be the one to hold the flankers. Kurlos though, you can see that he is denying them. He hasn't been shut down yet, but there we go. Kraku comes out.
Oh, Riku with the nice
beautiful timing on that lurk. That is what they needed to do. But I believe the attackers on the C site still did not do any. Was not able to thwart Tanx's team. So it's gonna be up to Riku.
I don't know what cannon is.
And yeah, that's not gonna work. Also, for those who guys don't know, Kanan is right in Filipino.
Kanan, right.
There you go.
Right. Oh, so it's a language issue.
Yeah, she speaks Tagalog. She speaks Filipino though, but it seems like the English in us takes over.
Yeah.
Sometimes I also mistake what Kanan is.
Kanan is right.
Yeah, and if you guys are wondering what is left in Filipino, it's kaliwa.
Kaliwag. Am I saying that right?
No G.
Kaliwa. Okay. All right.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yeah. You know what mahal kita is on Filipino?
No, I don't.
Right? Oh, say it to me. Mahal kita.
Malakita.
Mahal kita.
Mahal kita.
Oh,
am I saying something incorrectly? Like, is it inappropriate?
No. It means I love you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry if I was coming on a little strong. I didn't know. All right.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay.
That's my bad, Azra. Well played, sir. I fell into that bear trap.
Yes, you did. Okay. Back to the ball game.
All right. So down to 3, and she's by herself. Yes, she has the spike. But I feel like there hasn't been a single approach onto A, right? Everything has been either C or straight up B. Like, why is that?
Because I think since Kraku, the Jet has been the one who really does the entry fragging. He doesn't want to entry frag on A. Too many angles for a solo guy to push up, and they have been using Kraku by themselves there.
Okay.
So I think that's why B and C are more one-dimensional.
Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful. Riku has his ult, or her ult. He can actually use it right now to push them back. She has to use it right now.
Oh,
just make sure.
Yeah. I mean, she's not using it though. I think she's saving it. She's looking for all the value for the next one. But
yeah, I mean it is a 2v1. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean they're in a decent spot. They just need to be patient.
Yeah.
Oh, but now this is the time where
Yeah.
hits him with a doo. Riku with the plays. I mean that shot was pretty sick. Oh, was she swearing? Or was she trash talking? What did she say?
I did not hear it. I did not hear it properly.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm pretty sure she was trash talking. I don't know what she said.
It sounded like that. Like I feel like each Filipino word, if you're a streamer, sounds like you're trash talking. That is kind of true though. Yeah. Like the way that they say it, like galing ko naman po. If anybody have a Filipino, it just means I'm really, really good.
Okay. But I mean that was a nice play. That really paid off.
It was. Good reaction time. I think she heard ACU pop out with his footstep, and she preemptively shot with her Spectre, and AC just walked into the head level of that Spectre shot. So pretty good.
Yeah. Hitting it right on like the headline is just super important.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. The one time that they went to A and Kraku gets knocked his block off. So that's going to definitely weaken the forces here of Riku. So unless they do anything spectacular here, I'm assuming it's going to be an 8-2.
Like, this is also a thing where you could do, like, a fake back. You know what I mean? You pretend to all go on A, force the rotations, make your way all the way back to C. I mean, yes, it takes a lot of time to do this, but if you can just kind of bait that kind of stuff out, maybe with some sort of utility, throw out a turret, just kind of pretend like you're going to assault in, I feel like you can play a lot of mind games with the enemy.
You definitely can. But at least for that particular round, the problem was Kraku did get his head cracked, pun intended, pretty quickly there. So that's also one thing. Now, looking a bit into it, can we actually check the scoreboard real quick? Just want to see if they do have some money to buy up with. Was not able to see the economy there. Let's just see if they were able to buy up. There. They do have some... utility to work with. A couple more SMGs here, but they're going to YOLO into the site. Let's see if that works out. They are using the breach flashes on the back. This is really, really good. That's why breach is really strong here.
Oh, the run it back into teleport. Oh, but he's still Kurlos with the plays. Gets 2 headshots. He's looking for more, but they did get the spike down. 3. Kurlos is on a roll. Throws out the classic.
Kadaliman's in the back of site. Kadaliman's in the back of site, is he?
Oh, he is.
He's in the back of site. Oh, no.
Okay. Tanx, there we go. And that's going to be the nice play. I mean, that was pretty hot and heavy in terms of the round. I mean, just a little back and forth, really quick in terms of what they were doing. But, man, Kurlos, those plays, like, he's just on point with his shot.
Yeah, exactly. He was just cracked. He was the only defender there, and nobody flushed him out. So that could have actually gone way better for Riku's team. Krakow did a good job again of kind of just holding his hand, but I think he wasn't comfortable enough with the Sheriff because he had only a Sheriff in hand, I believe. And then when he got the kill on Buck, he did pick up a Vandal, but it wasn't enough time for him to cut the weapon and start shooting. So at least if he maybe had a second more there, he could have at least had his footing and started clutching, but unfortunately he was not able to. Now, I think he did pop his Blade Storm. And I mean, can that Blade Storm even try to deal with this A side? Because ACU just hitting the shots there, and Tanx, he's gonna catch him as he's yeah, catch him on the reload.
That was a bad reload. All right, here we go.
This is the last round of the first half. Riku's gonna come into this and get cooked.
Oh, he was reloading, but it doesn't really matter, and he pops Riku right in the face.
He's not gonna push in. That is an ultimate wasted.
Yeah, wasn't able to go in. And that is a real feels bad, man. I mean, when you need to go in, you need to breach in. You don't have a whole lot of time. That's definitely the time to make that initiation, but you got nothing out of it. Ooh. But the res is up, and they're back to full.
That's a 2v5. Basically, oh look, they're just getting hunted down the back of Spite.
Oh, he took out his knife.
You do not bring a knife to a gunfight.
Oh, that was Tanx. Tanx, I wanted to kill you. Yes,
all right. So now we know the true feelings of Riku and Tanx.
This is our time to shine. This is our time to shine.
They seem to be rivals to a right.
Yes.
5-11-1.
Now we might see a turn of tides here because it is going to be change of sides. But again, it will depend on how they set up their defenses and how well these defenses will hold once Tanx's team starts pushing in.
Do you think this map, Haven, is more defense favored, offense favored? What do you think?
That is a difficult question to answer, at least for me. I think if we're just going to look at it, if both teams are good, I would say it has to be attack favored. Or sorry, it has to be attack favored.
Okay. Because you have so many options with the different bomb sites, or is it just more? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're going, no! The knives are being thrown.
She's doing good damage, though.
Yeah. I mean, this is the pistol. Oh, nice hot shot there.
Oh, there's too many. Hey, we actually did a pretty good job. Nice team.
They get the win. Starting off strong with a pistol round, almost guaranteeing you round 2 as well in the second half. So, super important. But now, have you seen a comeback from 10-2 before?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's very, very possible. Like, as long as you can get the momentum up and... again, understand what your opponent struggles in and basically exploit that, you get yourself a chance to bring this all the way back. Now, since this is coming from a, massive round lead here for Tanx, they might opt to go for a force buy.
Yeah.
So at least Riku's team has to be a little bit wary of that. But for now, it's looking pretty good. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, the reason why I said it's possible it can turn the tides is because Killjoy can basically defend a site on her own. If Riku just sets up her abilities properly onto the C site, it will be hell for Tanx's team to go through that. Because basically, if they get hit by the alarm bot, hit by the 9 swarm, and get cucked by the turret, that's a lot of HP basically drained.
All right, but
and I'm assuming right now that the IGL for Riku's team is Kraku on the jet, because it seems like he has a strong grasp of the game, and he has been the top fragger for them. So he might have some inputs that is allowing Riku's team to kind of build their foundations on, and we'll see how that transitions out. Oh, that's a paranoia. Is someone gonna peek out? That's oh no.
Yeah, but
okay.
I mean, I love the fact that they're just completely rotating here. Oh, but Freshmaker with the judgment is just destroying Freshmaker, making some plays, but he does get killed by Boss.
Oh,
ในซ้าย
beautiful from Kraku.
30 seconds.
Is you able to go around? Oh, this could be a very big fight.
Nice headshot.
Oh, nobody was guarding mid.
Oh, and the blind? But he can't hit. Oh, he can. Sheriff, he's got the spike, and he's turned it around. Oh, he's gonna pick up the ult. Oh, he's gonna pick up a gun too. All right, he's definitely positioned. They got the time. They got the time. It takes 4 seconds to plant it, so you're good. That one's down, but he's by himself now. Ace, can he make the plays on this one?
I think he's gonna get caught here as he rotates. Oh no! Now he might actually catch them. Has to be due diligence for Riku's team to check out these corners.
Oh, you got to check all the corners, sir.
Let's go.
And he's by himself. I don't know how many kills he has, but this is, I mean, that's at least 3. Oh!
No!
But Riku's like, no, shut the door. Here we go. What is the button?
I'm so sorry.
She was like, she was gloating.
I'm so sorry.
I think she got it, though. She's got it. She's got it.
Yeah.
She was like too happy that she killed him and she thought it was over, but she didn't even defuse the spike.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you pressing F?
I don't know why I pressed F. I don't know why I pressed F.
There we go.
Oh,
Kraku is like
oh my God.
reprimanding Riku. Is like, what are you doing? Yeah. Because like again, the reason why we're all gonna be stressed out about that is it takes a full, what was it again, 7 seconds to defuse a spike.
Yeah.
And when it starts ticking 3 times or like dinging 3 times, I think it's a thing where you only have like what 15 seconds left, so it's not really a lot of time. Oh no.
Isu already took out the jet here. Smoke. Oh, she's by herself. This freaks me out. There's like nothing to see. Alarm bom's been triggered. Oh, she throws out the nanobot. She's kind of holding her own though. As I say that, her team is dying on all over. With two agents down already. But Spike's been planted. It looks like it's going to be an A plant.
I think it was.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't. Yeah.
Or maybe it's a B. I didn't hear it properly.
I mean, you can hear it now, so I think it's a B.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, gotta say, the Riku versus ACU rivalry there. And she's won 3 out of the 3 rounds that they've kind of gone up against each other.
Shaky aim! Shaky! Oh well.
Good try, though. Good try. Got a couple kills. I mean, there's not much more you can ask for, right? When you can get a couple kills on the round. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And they still have some money to work with anyways. 11-4 now. This is still not too bad. Because like, if you think about it, I believe Tanx's team have won only twice this entire second half, so that's not really a big metric. But again, they only need like 2 more rounds to win, right? So Riku's team gotta have to make something happen here. And Kraku, even though he's really good, he hasn't been perfect in this game. And the reason why I am pointing that out is because he's been such a linchpin for this team. Really has to keep himself alive at the entirety of this game. And if he can't do that, I think Riku's team starts to crumble a little bit more. And now that he dies, but we're still out of 4v3. Still pretty winnable for Riku's team. But again, we'll just have to see how that kind of pans out here, because it seems like Tanx's team will decide to actually go for A, start planting that spike.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Tanx is just kind of like everybody's going to start rotating, right? And so he's got that perfect alleyway. Yeah. You're definitely going to probably be, I mean, you probably won't check this corner on your way all the way from C to A at this point. So he's in a good spot, but I mean, enemy killjoy here just detains 1 player. So you've got something, but you are definitely outmanned and outgunned at this point as Tanx makes his way all the way to A.
They're going to be there in spawn.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Off-angle turret spots him out, but I don't think this is going to help at all.
Yeah. Oh, gets the kill.
ไหนวะ
And then they're running out now. Yeah, there's no time to defuse, and that's gonna be another round.
กูตายซะ อะไรวะเนี่ย
Match point.
The person that has sweaty. I didn't even take note of the score. Honestly, I didn't take note of the score. Omega lol.
Okay, at least he's looking towards the round, not the entirety of the game, which is a good mentality.
I guess we can play retake.
Yeah. All right, they got a. Man, I'm not a huge fan of that turret spot. I mean, yes, it kind of cuts things off, but like the amount of time, by the time it starts giving you any sort of information, it's like they're already on C, right? So you don't really have much time to react. You don't have the callouts to get some sort of rotation. So, the shots.
Oh no. Oh, and the throw in the nano swarm. It actually went in front of Riku. She goes through the cipher cage. That's gonna make another noise, and she even gets hit by the. Oh no. She got basically hit by the trifecta. Stun. Cipher trap, cipher cage, everything.
All right, nonetheless, they did better than Team Indonesia, Team Philippines there, with getting 4 rounds off Tanx's team. Tanx, congratulations to them. They're definitely going to be our #1 team. They're going to go home with Acer Predator gaming set. We'll figure out some way to kind of pass that on to them, and it's going to be a whole bunch of stuff for them. But boss here, Tanx live, top 2. I mean, yes, they were up against Kraku, but there's only so much you can carry, right?
Yeah, and he's done phenomenally there. Average combat score of 248. And he had to kind of clutch and try to just make impact plays a lot of these rounds. He's done well, but if you can see the kills from Tanx's team, it is spread out really well. Like 16, 17, 15, 14. They got value out of every member wherever they played. And again, we didn't see much of Book on their match against Gema Show, but here against Riku, you saw him kind of really pop it off on the stage here. And though I do believe we're not going to be able to see them more tonight, they did a phenomenal job at just showing to us how this random team of Thai players can, best out the others. But again, we will see, I believe, Gema Show and Riku butt heads later for our third match, I think, right?
Yeah. It's going to be it's going to be the third game is going to be Gema Show against Riku's team, so Team Indonesia versus Philippines. That's going to be coming up next.
Yes.
But yeah, do we have any highlights for that?
Oh,
here we go.
Okay.
All right, this is Tanx just kind of scouting through. He gets a little bit turd here. The alarm bot don't care. And he gets.
That's the highlight.
Yeah, that's the highlight. Yeah, that was the highlight. Oh wow.
That was
all right. Okay. I guess there were not too many highlights in that last match, considering he just.
I mean, being able to clear out utility like that, pretty smoothly. It's pretty highlight in itself. Ooh, that reaction time.
Yeah, that was a pretty massive one by Riku there. Just saving that one, just saving the round. And she starts trash talking. I don't know what she's saying, but I hoped we've got the audio for that because I really want to know what she said. But this is the other one where Kurlos catches them all out. The run it back, gets 2 headshots there in addition to the run it back. The ult as well. 3 headshots to kind of just load that one up. Kurlos was just kind of on fire that round.
He was. Man, he just stapled himself on C like that. ACU there, missing a couple of the shots, but that paranoia really helped out his case. And Riku, gotta say, every time he faces ACU in a 1v1, she wins.
Yeah. And that was actually the highlight where she got the last kill, but she slow played the defuse. She tried to milk it as long as possible. She's just trying to do it. I mean, yeah, she got the round win or whatever. But to be honest, Riku saved out like 3 of the 4 rounds or something like that. So big props to her for just kind of doing that. But okay, it's gonna go up into the next match. I think it's gonna be a pretty big one in terms of just Team Indonesia versus Team Philippines. That's gonna be coming up. Let's take a quick little break, and we'll be back with the third match very, very soon. Hello and welcome back to the AMD Streamer Challenge. My name is Holler and I'm with Acer. We just saw a second game. Tanx Live and his team of bullies just kind of took over Team Philippines there. Yeah, it was a little bit better in the sense of like not a 13-1 shellacking or even a shutout, but it was 13-4. Riku and her team were a little bit better in that sense. But before we go into that, let's. This is the standings of what we've seen. Tanx Live, man. 2-0. They're definitely the winners for the day. So we're going to see Riku and Gema Show going at it for second and third place. You saw the teams, you saw the players. Who do you like in this last one?
Without bias, I gotta go for Riku's team. I think like they have a lot more communication than Gema's team. Even though Gema does have a lot of good players individually, Riku's team showed a lot more proficiency in working together. Especially again, that we have seen these guys only play today because again, this is the only time that they've played with each other. So that is something to kind of point out here as well. So I feel like going into this last best of one, Riku's team has an edge, but we will see. Could be that the map was also, it might also favor Gema.
Okay.
I'm really hoping we do have Icebox. That will freak out everybody, everyone here in this game.
I'm wondering if we will, especially as the last one. That'd be kind of nice to see. What are your thoughts on Icebox just in general?
From what I could tell, it is a heavily attack-sided map because it's so big that defenders can't really close out the map at all. And if you try to close out the map as the defenders, if you're gonna like hold all the choke points, you actually do not have the ability to rotate quickly enough for your teammate. Like if you're gonna be on B main, you're gonna have to rotate like this is B main, right? Like right here, you have to go all the way around just to go to mid. And that really makes it difficult for the defenders to
boom.
Yes! To try to make anything happen. Thank you, production. Thank you, streamers, for making this happen. I love you guys. Icebox.
So we're gonna see Gema Show kind of just picking up her team, picking up his team here. But like again, I feel like at least when I'm playing this, I feel like there's the most hatred for this map. Like some people I know will DC when they see the map.
Yeah. I have only played this map in competitive rank mode once. And I have been queued up for Icebox about 5 times already. So I do get your point. Because like I feel again a lot of the players here they don't come from games like CS:GO, and that's why they kind of immediately DC. Again, the reason being is I feel like if you're a CS:GO player coming into this map, it feels a little bit more nuke or train-ish. So if you played those 2 maps and you're okay with them, playing an Icebox is okay as well. But the thing about Icebox is since it's also new, there's so many angles that you have to deal with. And the thing about Icebox is that it's a very vertical map. So there really is lots of angles for you to try to peek out. Like it's not only in front of you that you have to clear, it's also behind you because there's just so many points of interest in this map.
And they just kind of cross over. The boxes are kind of a way, like you know, if you're Jet, you updraft onto one of the boxes, like you find an angle that nobody really expected. So there's different ways to kind of just play that one. And I think that like people just don't like new, and it's kind of like I guess going into like Rainbow Six Siege, like into a map that you're playing against veterans that like understand how it works. And so like the different angles and learning that is not easy. So before we go into this game though, let's give a quick shout out to our to our streamers in the sense that they're playing on their Acer Nitro 5 laptop powered by AMD Ryzen 7. You can get your own laptop and find more details by going to amdgaming.gg/Acer. So these guys have an edge, and it seems almost unfair because they have this nice laptop.
Okay. Time to go.
It is very unfair, but we'll just have to see how they can make it, how the others can make it fair, you know? Oh, Gema is going to be playing on the Jet. We didn't see him use this before. He does pick up. Oh, he's gonna go for a kind of battle jet here. No utility whatsoever. Only have the free skill, the shorty, and light shield. I like this, but he has to be careful not to play with this in long range. Okay, he's gonna make a zipline play. All right, let's see how this works out.
All right, he played Sage last time, so he was looking to be the healer. Maybe
I thought he was
thought
gonna go for
that, maybe Jet had the heal as well in this one, and decided to go Jet here. But this is if he goes for the zip line, like that's like it's like suicide, right?
Yeah. Actually, that's a misconception. It is a suicide though. But at the very start of the round, you can actually zipline quietly without being spotted by your opponents because the time to walk as attackers on A isn't enough time for you to spot them as you're going to be going in through the zipline. So you can actually get to the other area without being spotted, even if you don't fast zip it. So could work.
Oh, Riku with the play. Not only did he kill Gema Show, but also the second one in Azara right there. So it's a one-on-one right here. So
Wait, what?
Datorix
Hidup
and
semangat.
Riku.
Iya di situ. Tadi terakhir.
They do see the spike though, so Datorix could he's just kind of covering it here. Riku is going the long way. I don't know where she is. Oh, she's on the high ground. Oh, and Riku with the clutch. That's a 3K to start off the round. That's a really good start.
Dihina Riku.
Wow.
Gak apa-apa.
So the thing is, I believe Riku was already tagged there, and Datorix was down to 100, but Riku connected in one of those 3 taps, I believe, a headshot. So, so the only way that you can aim punch something, and if you guys don't know what aim punch is basically aim punch is the rattle effect that you have on your crosshair if you get hit, and the only way that it works right now in Valor is if you get a headshot. So I believe she did connect a headshot, rattled the aim of Datorix, and basically clutched the rounds. That was a really good play from Riku there.
Yeah, that was actually that was pretty legit. I mean, I have to say, like, I was not expecting it just because of the fact that she went to the high ground. She went all the way around.
Gue udah ngeliat bro, ya elah.
Yeah.
Di depan itu tadi ada tuh. Gue udah ngeliat padahal kampret.
Gema Show is just spitting fire right now. I think I don't know what it is.
Lah udah masuk. Di kanan satu ya.
Okay, we're seeing him kind of change his settings just a little bit there, but Kraku is going to be playing on the Phoenix. I believe Phoenix did get knocked out there by his teammate that we were spectating, even though he is fixing his settings there, but it is still going to be a 4v2. Attackers don't seem to be... Are they going to commit to A? They know that the defenders are here. They can actually just go back to B.
I think you just make it all the way. I mean, but you're off 3-1. I think at this point you just flush this guy out at A. You just force it out.
Yeah, true.
Gue gak ngerti ini hijau-hijau apaan.
It's in the poison cloud. Unfortunately, is
Oh, yang itu
I
bisa
think he
suara.
saw somebody.
I think I saw somebody too. Like that's just a smidge of a barrel.
Yeah.
His poison cloud's about to dissipate. If everybody was there, that's gonna be funny.
I was just waiting for it. Freshmaker, the bully.
Di surprise langsung
Yeah.
berdua gitu.
Gema though surprisingly not really, just YOLOing his buy. On the second round, he bought himself a bulldog without any utility as well as shield. So that means that this coming round, he is pretty much broke. So you can't see Riku's squad care, kind of think about, their economy as well as kind of just together. So they're using their advantage as the attacker side to kind of, again, make it into a numbers advantage where they're forcing a site or forcing an area here where they have the 5v2s, the 5v1s, and it's working really well for them. Although, as I say that, though, nice little catch there, I believe, from the Viper. So they got to be careful because now they've actually went back to a 3 versus 1.
Yeah, that's got caught out, and she's by herself now. She's going to go into the tube here. But, man, the turret's been taken out as well. And, like, there's just so many different angles when you're going mid. I feel like mid is, like, a super scary route to go.
Definitely is. Like, you have to smoke out. And even through that, you can still get, pre-fired and everything. Gotta be careful.
Oh, she gets the headshot. Killjoy kills her clone, but she's reloaded to the wrong spot. She's peeking the window when she's reloading.
I shouldn't have done that.
They're probably not ever gonna go mid ever again.
Yeah.
Not
Like, again, on the attacking side, it's just like at least if you're gonna play stack like that, like 5 people, just go A or B. Get that, play the refrag and just like overwhelm the side with numbers.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, okay, B's got that long quarter, kind of hard to get to. Sometimes you can sneak it out if you sneak through mid. So I feel like if you're gonna go for anything, if you're gonna go for B, you kind of need to split it up a little bit so you can kind of cover your angles a little bit. Because going down that long angle and everybody just getting, you know what I mean? Like it's like shooting, fish in a barrel almost.
Yeah, that is true unless you have an Omen, because an Omen can TP on the top of one of those boxes and basically open up that B long for you. So it does work out in their favor. Gema with the nice cheeky little flank there, but he is on a Spectre, so this long range might not work in his favor. But he does have a teammate, I believe, that is already pushed up on B house right behind him. Oh, he dashes
into the wall.
Oh, Freshmaker, nice little cheeky hold angle there. This cloud bursts for safety as well, so it doesn't get rushed in.
Ooh, nice shot there by XRL. I think one thing though about Gema is that he saw the guy running, and then he decided to chase after him, and that gives away your position. There's just like there's a huge tactical element that you're giving away by just kind of running into the enemy, so to speak.
Yeah. but it does allow him to kind of play as a mighty fine distractor, right, for his entire team, because they're so focused on trying to kill Gema, and since Gemma's on a jet, very mobile, very difficult to try to deal with. 30 seconds on the clock, still no spike to be planted. Where is Kraku and this Sova?
Yeah,
Both there. Oh, filthy.
Where's the spike though?
Did we see it on them? I don't think we did. They might have dropped it somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, Sova. Oh, he had it.
Oh, he was on it.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, 2-2.
Nice.
We wanted a competitive game, and this is the one. We waited through 3 matches to get here.
Semangat guys, bisa menang nih.
That actually went pretty well for Gemma's team, because the thing about, again, even though it favors the attacking side, you can play for the flank or the lurk on the defending side, and if you don't stop it as the attacking team, when they're going to be flanking around you, you will get destroyed there. Now, Kraku will be popping his run it back. If he can spot where the Sova is, that could be very, very useful for him. Catches him off guard, but no value comes out here. Only the information, but even through that, I don't think it's going to be enough. Although Riku does pop her ultimate, this could be the thing that they need to actually get the ace sight. Kraku does have his hot hands. He knows this. He's popping shots. He's going to waste a lot of bullets onto that. He's going to be devoured by the Viper's pit. He's going to go right in.
He's going in it. Takes over the Viper's pit for his own. Kettleman with the plays here, and they're up 3-1. And yes, finally. I was going to say, why don't you just plant it? They haven't been planting.
Yeah. Might have been very worried about anything.
Nice blinds. Nice blinds. Kettleman is definitely making plays here.
Yeah. Just Kraku showing his game sense in front of all of us, just making sure you got the curveball. It's an ability. Use it. Better than losing your life, right? So pops it out. I wish I understood Bahasa Indonesia. That would at least make me understand what Gema is speaking with his viewers. Maybe the chat. Someone can tell us real quick.
I think Gema is definitely the most positive, most bubbly of all of the streamers, in the sense of just like constantly throwing jokes. Even if his team is losing, he's happy. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, he's gaming.
Yeah. He's kind of like the guy that you would probably want to sing this song. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. It's probably Gema. He knows he's happy, so he's got to clap his hands.
Of course. I mean, he would be, if he wins, I'm sure he's going to clap his hands. That's for sure, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but speaking of getting clapped, nobody's actually getting clapped right now, because it's been pretty even with these two teams. Oh, Gema going for the big flanks. I like this. If nobody is going to hear his footsteps, it could be big, but Trace Killer's going to be hiding in the corner there. I'm going to spot him out.
Yeah, this game is like, I would say the running is minimal, or it should be. Right? Maybe you rush to a site, something like that, but I think that you need to be walking more. I think that's like the biggest takeaway when you're watching Gema Show, and just the fact that he's getting flanked because everybody knows where he is, because it's like, I don't know what it is, it's like you have like a cowbell on your throat, so to speak, whenever you walk, because you're just super loud.
Yeah. Spike has been planted. An operator in the hand. Way better to save this thing than die and then get the extra creds, because this thing is 5,000 creds. Oh, yeah. Unfortunate. That's an operator off the hands. That's such an expensive weapon as well. No value was had as well from Dr. X actually buying that up. And
wait, who wants to up? No one wants.
They don't have to. They can actually just leave it on the side or on their own spawn if they wanted to.
Okay.
No, yeah, somebody's got to pick it up.
They gotta
use. You
it.
save it up if you're gonna take that gift, and you'll just save for the next round or whatever. And I think that somebody has to pick it up.
That's true. Ooh, I like that she put it facing their own spawn, so that it will actually see people pushing in from either A site or B site. Oh, used on the Hunter's Fury. Does it spot one? Oh, it does.
Oh, gets picked off.
That was really good lineup there, and even destroys the alarm bot.
Yeah, but
I
love the fact that she was like panicking. She just like jumped into the wall. You know what I mean? Like just to kind of get some sort of cover there. But nice headshot there by Riku.
So
Wait, we need to
Riku,
follow
if
the-
you guys don't know, because I do know slightly about her background in terms of FPS games. She's played CS:GO, Overwatch, Fortnite,
Is B clear?
and I think Apex Legends. So she does have, yeah, she does have the knowledge to play, and that's why you're seeing her pop off with the Killjoy. This is one of her really known agents, so she's just using it to full ability, as well as just showing off her aiming skills there.
She's been on point.
Yeah.
I mean, the team, I would say, other members, we're not going to name names, have kind of weighed the team down, so to speak. But I feel like she's definitely held her own, and she's kind of just controlled areas with this Killjoy. I think the agent is just very strong.
Ditabok, bro.
No, it's gonna be all up to Babushka Boy.
Oh gitu. Oke.
I'm
Udah keren
just gonna
banget
run
tuh,
away
guys.
with the
Set
Phantom. He
falling
does
style.
have
Yeah.
half shield, so maybe that could work.
Meninggal.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like he wants to have any part of this. It's just going
Kalau
to
robot itu apa?
survive. I think that's the
Ini
big
kita
thing.
lihat teman kita satu lagi si Babushka Boy. Oh meninggal. Oh udah meleduk ya. Oh meleduk ya.
Iya, mati dia.
I really
I
want to
don't
know what
know
they're
what he
saying.
said.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Di bawah target bang katanya. Di bawah target. Coba. Gue pakai senjata apa ya? Udahlah mana aja dah.
Oh, this is yay! Good job, team.
Hmm.
Honestly, I feel like defending.
Again,
will be,
right now it's been just Riku's team kind of dominating a lot. I believe if we click on the scoreboard, she should be on top of the killer board list here.
And then they would say,
So she's really been doing a lot of work. Just catching people
very
rotating, and if members from Gema's team tries to punish her, she just punishes them back. All fresh maker. Oh, sick flick.
That was
Nice little tappy taps.
Yeah, straight up the mid. Not really much there, but Omen with the teleport here, they're gonna find him. Oh, can he hit the shots? He does. Kraku. This guy is he's the one that he's at 1 life. So Kraku plays.
He's cracked.
Oh, but gotta play a little safe here. Recon. Oh, he gets another. Xara, the Recon
two
actually doesn't got him
flashes.
out.
Ooh, I like that. Doing a little bit of the wanteds,
Yeah.
Just curving the ball, curving the bullet. Oh, he doesn't even know he's getting flanked.
Oh! I mean, he needed to save
That's filthy.
those flashes for that one on that side. I mean, you just kind of hoping that you just catch him out, but Kraku there just, I mean, yeah, he's carrying. I mean, he's still tops. And they're winning in this one right now, 5-3.
What's the money situation here for Gema's team? They can't fully buy up, except for Mr. Fantastic. And while Riku's team is going to be able to still buy up here. Again, this has been probably the most back and forth game we've seen so far.
I mean, it's competitive. And also it's like you don't have it like the other ones where they're so familiar with the maps where you hold the angles and you understand how to do things. So this is kind of like new. So you're kind of putting two teams, in a new situation, and they don't really know what's going on. So it's going to be a little bit more fair in that sense.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to see the icebox as well, because you're, I mean, a little bit of a sadicist here. I want to, go crazy a little bit, trying to figure out what to do in this map.
Yeah.
To be honest, though, it's a really fun map as well. Like, again, because there's so many points of interest, you just have so many ways to try to rotate on the side. I think Gema is he gonna peek his back again, because I think he might get shot in the back here. No, he picks it. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the corner where I believe Skillas was just camping and waiting for Gema to pop out. He drops down.
Both Killjoys have ulted right here.
Spike planted?
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Everybody's on B. He has to run.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Or now he's starting to pick it up here. Oh, okay.
Oke, teman-teman gua, kamu jangan membunuh teman-temanku.
All right. I mean, 2v4. He really needs to help out his team, though. Sova's all by himself. Shots. Okay. Ooh, dashes forward. Updraft.
Nice.
Tries to find it. And my gosh. Sova with the plays. Riku's the only one alive. Just defuse. He doesn't know how to defuse. Where's the 4? Okay, there we go. Starts it going.
Does she have an Nanos one?
Oh,
nice.
Riku
That
gets
one.
picked
Ace.
off too. That was it. Was that an ace?
Let's go.
It
Yeah.
was.
Let's go boys.
Allahu Akbar. Oke.
Wow,
Nice.
Fleeks with the plays.
Let's go boys.
Tanx just helping him out a little bit there as well.
Pas gue lihat tadi ya kan kok gue
Kayak
rusuh
mereka-
di sebelah
We're
kiri.
4-5.
Ternyata
We're 4-5 here,
orang-orang pada
Holler.
rusuh
Yeah,
di
yeah,
kanan
yeah.
anjing.
Oh, 5-4. A very close game.
Riku here sensing it too. So
That's where we're winning.
yeah.
It's not the end of the world. I mean, yeah, just to kind of finish off, if they're going to be put on the defending side, again, I think Killjoy shouldn't be the strongest agent here, but if you place her on one side, I'm pretty sure she can be able to lock it down properly.
Yeah.
If you're looking at Killjoy to hold flanks and, hold large coverages of area, especially in patch 1.11, it's not going to work. But if you're just going to look at her defending or controlling a site, it should be actually still her ballpark.
Hunter's Fury here being used, and I feel like I mean, I play Sentinel myself. I've been playing a lot of Cypher. I just feel like he kind of just owns one flank, let everyone else just take the other site, or just kind of roam in the mid. But I have a harder time on attack with those Sentinels.
For sure. Because, again, Sentinels don't have the abilities to flush out corners truly.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to use maybe even Killjoy's Nanostorm, it takes a tick
Yes.
before it really pops, right? And the thing about that is people can run out and basically like b-hop into another corner and basically just back away. So you need something that explodes, something that flashes, or something that can dash in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where, again, the duelists do come in here, do come in handy for Valorant. But at least for the moment, Riku's team has kind of hit a plateau, and we don't know how they're going to be able to come out of it. Although the double peek on B long is pretty promising for them. Kraku can get shot through that smoke. Got to be careful. So that's why he's kind of holding this angle here. Viper Snakebite rather will be used, and he is just using the audio cues of his opponents running around to A. And he's slowly creeping up. If he can get the kill on this Sova, that is the site taken. He heard it. He heard it. He's going to hunt him down.
Yeah, Sova's
perfect.
going to know. Gets him from the high ground, though. Kraku with the plays, though,
Beautiful.
and he hits it. He's got B haul down. Gets the kill again. Kraku with the plays, man.
Yeah. The reason why he just like pre-fired that or pre-aimed it, because he saw the barrel. Oxara should go down here. Kraku's on the big flank already. He should know where Oxara is. So he just has to hold an angle here and wait for Oxara to make something happen. Oh, I think he heard him
Right
drop
next to
down.
him. Oh, nice headshot, XRO. But there's the
Oh,
plan.
it's all up to Riku. No, actually, no. The Omen is still there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Riku's DC, I
But he's
think.
running into this. Oh, he teleports away, and he teleports behind him. The outplay, the 200 IQ. He's like, yeah, you're going to shoot me, but I'll just teleport behind you. And, wow. XR
I think
not
that's-
really expecting that one.
That's a single-digit play. That's the two balls play, man. Iron nuts on this guy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I to be honest, I thought he was just dead. Like, I did not expect him to teleport like that.
Same.
Like, I thought he was reloading or something, but just to teleport right behind him and not able to flick that all the way around.
He should have died there,
Yeah,
though. Though you did see the hesitation from Oxara, because he's like thinking, do I have enough time to kill him as he's teleporting? Do I have to look behind me right now?
Yeah. I mean,
So-
you don't really expect him to just do that right in front of your face, especially when you're going to get
Yeah.
shot a couple times, right? Oh, he walks into that. Kraku, 2K. Run it back. Oh, he gets shot in. No, I mean, just a little bit of insight, though. But he's going to go to the high ground. I like
love
the way
how
he
Kraku
flashes.
always, exact same,
Yeah,
right? It just like, kind of like tricky on how to deal with that, because you'd always assume it's gonna be either high up or mid that you see it and you can react to it. But when
Yeah.
it's like that, bouncing on the ground,
Yeah.
the thing about that as well, I think, okay, and I'm not really 100% sure on this, is that if you bounce it on the ground, it might have a little bit more like less lag time for it to pop. Could be wrong though.
Okay. It's like
Switching sides.
it's one of the I don't know. It just like complete catches him off guard because you don't really expect it from that angle. So it's just
Yeah.
a nice approach to it. But nice kill there from Omen from the top, who just teleported on top of that box. Like again, it's about this map where like you honestly don't know where the best places to be. And, like people are still figuring it out, getting on top of boxes, like throwing like completely different angles. It's super difficult.
And now it's gonna be even more difficult because I feel like, I think Riku's still having some issues with her connection.
Okay.
So this is gonna be a 4 versus 5 for the Philippines team up against Gema's Indonesia team.
I'll find them.
Okay.
Revealing area.
Oh, okay. A little bit of lineup from Fleeks. Counter lineup himself.
Yeah.
Oh, that takes fall damage. Ooh.
Oh, Kraku with a frenzy? That's a little disrespect there, but when you go full econ, I guess. Or it's the swap, excuse me.
Yeah, it's the pistol.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of the flanks. Oh, okay.
There's a little bit of a gap though with the dash. He definitely saw that. Fleeks knows there's somebody. Jet just gonna walk right out. He sees him. Oh, a couple shots, but nothing really connecting.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, making use of a bad, like, turning a bad situation into a good situation. Like, they know that they don't have the numbers advantage, so might as well just go and be proactive and catch their opponents off guard. But now this could actually be clutchable by Fleeks because his opponent behind him has a shotgun, so he can't really do damage at range. And they're split up, and both of their opponents are pretty dinked
that
here.
headshot.
He's down to 1 HP.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, but the jet going up like that. Sorry to cut you off there, but just the headshot was just pretty sick.
It was. I like that play though. So Freshmaker there, he knew that he had, again, like a shotgun, and they were separated. They were both low in HP. So what he just did was, like you saw, go high up in the air, and basically, if Fleeks didn't challenge him there and waste all of his bullets, he would have been like a soaring eagle dropping down to clutch his prey and take him. And if he did, he used up all of his bullets. So all the other Sova had to do was get the refrag before Fleeks was able to get that full reload going. So really good communication play there from the Philippine team.
Just catch him out. Oh, that flick there. Kraku. And he's got the blind. Yeah, he's been sighted, but it doesn't really matter as he gets another one on Gema, who is literally just floating in, unable to get the third.
Still, though, numbers advantage for the Philippines team. Dotarix, so nutty with his flicks there, still not able to beat it all out. Fleeks, oh no. There's going to be the flank, and Xara also with the counter flank here. I'm not sure if he's going to get spotted out. Spots out the one, just going for the tappy tap, but now they know where he is, and the spike is definitely in the hands of the defenders. So going to be very difficult for him to try to make something happen, especially that he has only a ghost in hand and the crossfire to try to be worried about. And since he's not a duelist who has a jump, an updraft like a jet, well, you know what's going to happen with that. Just means he has to either come in from left or right.
Yeah, he's just got to hit his shot. He's just got to get lucky, just kind of catch somebody out. I mean, literally no utility on this Viper. I mean, not like really, not that you had a whole lot here, but he gets a couple. He's a little low, 47 life, and he runs after this. He's going to go for this. And yeah, with a Spectre there, it's kind of hard to deal with that when you've only got a Ghost yourself.
ACDC depan belakang kena kan.
Even though they're a man down, they're making this work. We are like 9-5 at the moment. This is working incredibly well for Riku's team. And I'm not sure what Gema's team is doing really wrong here. I think they're just getting caught. Like, the timing's just perfect on the peaks by Kraku and teammates.
I just feel like the coordination when they're going for that, they're kind of all over the place. They're not like making like a hard attempt at one of the sites and like covering each other. Like, I feel like sometimes you just need to throw that out there, just go straight all in and just kind of force the issue, because if guys are spread around, you have a numbers advantage.
Yeah. And they have been kind of using that to their advantage as well. Riku is back. And she comes out with a flurry, gets a kill on Dotarix. Gets caught off there. It's looking grimmer and grimmer though. But they do have some control on the B site. Nice little refrag there, but still a 3v2. Paranoia, that should be a free kill if Xara cannot come back onto the yellow. And that's going to leave it to Fleeks. But we've seen Fleeks do this clutch time and time again. He's even gotten an ace to his name. Let's see how he deals with it. 20 bullets in the chamber.
Nice
Spots
shot.
out one. Tappy taps.
And that's the one on
Beautiful.
Kraku. That's the big one. He's got a recon here. The spike is right next to him. He has plenty of time for this round. Oh, but he's at 8 life. And the Hunter's Fury, he's going to commit for this. Can he actually get the lump? No, he cancels it right here.
I'm the hunter itu artinya apa?
Shock Bolt, drone, using literally all of your utility.
Behind him.
Itu dia.
Trace killers. That's so smart.
Yeah, just...
Fleek. Yeah.
I mean, the outplay, like, okay, would you have canceled the Hunter's Fury in that situation?
Yes, definitely.
Because you knew he was
The
charging.
lag, yeah, the lag time on the shots, especially if you don't connect the first one because you don't know where he is, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna be dumbfounded on like you're gonna hope to hit the second shot, and then if he's full HP, he gets only tagged down to like 70, so he can still charge at you and catch you on that. So yeah, but that extra smoke, just so that Trace Skillas doesn't get spotted, and then Fleeks was like thinking, where is he gonna come from? He immediately checks right behind him, and he's like, not enough time to react to that. So really, just smart plays coming in from the Omen.
Yeah, but
And
speaking
Gemma's
of
just
not
cooking.
smart though. Gemma here literally, whoa, walked right next to him. Surprise and ambush there, and here we go. Team Philippines just kind of tearing it out right there. 4, killing 5 with just a cost of 1.
Aduh, sedih hidup.
They are hosting a clinic here, just showing us how to do it on defense side, just challenging the attackers. This is what you need. So if you're worried about the attackers overwhelming a site, then don't let them ever overwhelm a site. Just keep charging at them. It works.
It has been working, but it's just like, I mean, Team Indonesia, they don't really have that, the initiator. Somebody who's going to flash you, somebody kind of blinds you, so you can start making plays. Because if you get jumped on, like, it just, shots on shots, do you have enough? I mean, at this point, it looks like Team Philippines is really able to just kind of hit their shots.
They really are. Like, every time we see the kill feed on the top right, it's always been like, Team Philippines getting the one up immediately in terms of the kills. Now, Gema didn't buy any particular weapons, I believe, but he does have a Blade Storm in hand, so he might be able to use this to his advantage.
There we go.
So both Blade Storms activated by both of the Jets here. I believe the guys are going to be flanking behind. Peeks right out, but there's like 3 people waiting for him there. Oof.
Yeah.
Belakang 3.
This is one of those things when you're going to go around a corner out of a building, you need to understand where the avenues of attack are going to be, like where they're going to be.
Yeah.
You need to be facing in that direction before you go in. You can't be turning as you've already gone outside of the building, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, you need to hold that angle as you're going out. So.
Sekalian, tim CGG hampir triple kill.
And now we're at match point.
Last round, bro.
12-5. This is it.
Do they have the money to buy as well? They do not have full monies as well there.
I mean, this is
Oh,
crazy that
Kraku.
it was what, 5-5, and then it turned into a 7-5, and then it's been 12-5, right? Like, they haven't been able to make a single dent in Team Philippines here.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I think, in terms of mannerisms here for Gema's team is that they're a bit too conscious in challenging the flanker.
Yeah.
Like, I think right now they just have to focus on charging a site rather than charging their opponents. And I think that's what we've been seeing all round long or all game long. And that is kind of what's kind of hindering them. Because I think if they just challenge a site, there's actually less people there. And if they can get the site before the flankers come in, they actually have the chance to outnumber the people on the site there.
Yeah.
And, basically put the flankers out of position.
Okay.
And I don't think they're seeing that to a T. Fleeks is just going to line something up, but I don't think it's going to hit anything.
Yeah. An interesting point of just what Kraku kind of started. He had run it back, so he bought out the Operator and the Phantom. He used run it back, and then he went in with the Phantom, tried to get a kill, didn't work out. He got thrown back, and then he swapped it back to the Operator. So just a nice usage of, extra money, so to speak, especially since it's the match point.
Ooh, Gema Show. Got shot in the back, but down to 31. It seems like Riku's team is just going to go possibly for the save, because I think they've already wasted a lot of the time on that spike already. So might as well. Riku is on full utility as well as full shield. So going for something different would actually not be too good. But Kraku, I think he's just going to go for the exit frags and make it a very expensive round for Gema's team. Ooh,
Yeah, he's
saw
peeking.
a barrel
It's gonna
there.
go. He gets him. He
Beautiful.
gets Fleeks. It's hard to catch him out. Like sometimes you just like it's when you're on your way out. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's never good when you die to the bomb.
Yeah. Because like look at the cash right now. If they were able to survive with 4 people, they would have been able to just buy up like better weapons, and now they're kind of gasping for a little bit more creds on their bank, but not gonna happen there. They're gonna be defaulted to go in for a couple of specters as well as maybe half or light shields.
Yeah, but it's pretty massive difference. I mean, it is what it is, of course, but we'll see if they can do a little bit better. But not a great start. That's definitely a huge mistake up by the team.
Deploying drone.
Drone in, not able to see anything though, unfortunately. Is he gonna spot it? Oh, he does get the tag.
Oh, I thought he had the Hunter's Fury. That would have been perfect for Hunter's Fury play.
Does have the shock.
Oh, Triculus.
He's trying to peek it. Gets the kill on Fleeks. That's the big one. Gema goes down as well. Trey Skilla is just holding this angle, being very patient. Oh, nice blind. Oh, I think.
Oh my gosh, the blinds.
I think Kraku actually blinded himself on that one. Oh, what a bad reload. Trying to teleport.
Where is he
forward.
going to teleport?
Oh,
Cancel TP? Oh,
he goes in.
in.
He goes in. And there we go. Team Philippines with a win. 13-6.
Get that B. Get that bread. As the young kids say, I think.
Is that what they're saying today? Okay. Well, second place, Team Philippines is going to go home with an Acer Predator Atheon, 300 keyboard, and Acer jacket. If we're looking at it, Kraku here, your clear MVP in that one, right?
Yeah, definitely the clear MVP. 27 kills. And look at the combat score. No one comes close. Pretty high up there, 352. But Kraku, most proactive. And something that you also have to take note is it's not only the combat score you have to watch out for in the scoreboard. It's the first bloods as well. And he is stacked with 6, Freshmaker with 5. But you know that they get all the starting kills of the round. And I think that's where Gema kind of loses momentum, is that if they lose a teammate, that's when they start to kind of wobble a little bit on the teeter-totter that is this match here. And like you said, we did kind of finish off with a 5-5, 5-5, 7-5 in the first half, and then they just kind of spiraled out of control here on the second half where, that was like, 13-6? Pretty nutty.
Yeah, they'd lost like one round in that one or whatever. It was just a pretty rough second half. I don't think, they knew how to defend. They didn't know how to attack on that one. So a little unfortunate for them. But it just, this is just like a casual game in the sense that, yes, there's prizes at stake and all that, and it's a lot of fun, but we got to, a lot of these players got a chance to play with the content, the creators, the streamers, and all that, so it was a great opportunity for everybody. Everybody comes out a winner because they're at least coming home with something. Even Team Indonesia, they're going home with an Acer Predator 330 gaming mouse and mouse pad, so they're getting something for their time, so to speak. But yeah, I think I had a lot of fun with you, Azurai. I learned a lot from Valorant as well, but before we do, sign out, let's do a quick shout out to our sponsors of the official gaming head of the AMD Streamer Challenge EPOS. Our streamers will be using the EPOS 600 series, which is designed for the gamer that accepts no compromise in the quality and performance of their gaming accessories. And we'd also like to note that our streamers were using the Acer PCs powered by AMD Ryzen processors. You can find out more details by visiting amdgaming.gg/Acer. And also, please head on over to amdgaming.gg to sign up to participate for a future one. But before we do that, let's go into a little bit of our highlights of that last match between Team Philippines and Indonesia here. And this is the clutch in by Riku. She started strong with a 3K in that first pistol round. She's completely controlling that one.
Yeah, just showing to us her experience in FPS, and again, lots of clutches had here. This was the ace for Fleeks, and Gema really just helping him. Like, look at that, he was celebrating, he's popping his weapon. Kraku with a fantastic lurk play there, sees the barrel, lines it up, gets a second shot, and basically solidifies that round. Xara did shut him out here, but even then, look at
this is the teleport play. And he was trying.
He did not react properly to that.
Yeah.
Oof.
Also, I think the reload time was a little off. I mean, I think he had enough bullets. I don't think you need the full 30 bullets or whatever to kill that guy, especially when he's teleporting you from behind. But nonetheless, we saw some great highlights, a lot of great Valorant play. We saw Team Thailand just kind of controlling it throughout. They were number one, destroying the other teams, not even giving them a chance. We could almost call them a bully at this point, but they just kind of dominated that. Let's go to the standings real quick, just one last time, and we're going to see that Tanx Live and Team Thailand, they came out 2-0. Gema Show unfortunately dropped 0-2. Riku with the split of 1-1, and they're going to go in with second place. Tanx Live, of course, being first, and Gema Show is just going to be the trailer at number 3. So thank you so much for joining in to the AMD Streamer Challenge. You can tune into more challenges next week at the same time and the same channel. Again, all you need to do is go to amdgaming.gg to sign up to participate. Thank you to Acer for powering the stream, our wonderful Acer streamers, our fan participants, our sponsors EPOS and Secretlab. Again, this event is brought to you by AMD and Eliphant. And Asarai, any last words before we sign out?
Just thank you for having me. It was a blast to cast that. Always love to be part of any Valorant there. And again, AMDgaming.gg. There you go.
Yeah, sign up, play. It's as simple as that. You're almost guaranteed to win something, and it's a great opportunity to kind of just playing in in front of other people is not easy to do. So it's definitely something you want to do.
Yeah.
It's easy to sign up, so please do so. But with that said, I think we're gonna close up our show for the night. Thank you so much, and be safe. And I will catch you guys next time.